Both wanna be right, lose sight, can't cut with one blade in a scissor. Are you willing to go away when I want you to stay?
In a giant sea of cool podcasts, finally comes a podcast that kicks the cool to the curb. Welcome to Kick the Cool, everyone. I'm your big little brother, Tone.
I'm your little brother, Wopsle.
I'm your big sister, Shishi.
And this is the podcast that gives you the reviews you did not know you needed. What's up, my nerds?
What's up, my nerds?
How you guys doing?
Can we just talk about the fact that you just woke up? Is that acceptable?
Didn't we already do that on this podcast? Because it happens a lot. Tone rolls out of bed. 5 seconds later, he's podcasting.
And the reason I want to bring it up is because you're so good at it. I don't know how you wake up so fast. It's amazing.
Thank you so much for the compliment, Shishi. And you know, one of the reasons that I am able to get out of bed so well is because I want to have fun. I'm all about having fun. I'm all about playing games and stuff like that.
Just wants to have fun.
He just wants to have fun, Tone.
He
wants to have. He just wants to. He just wants to. Okay. I want to have fun, and that's why I get out of bed. I'm like, I want to jump out of bed and have some fun. And the most fun I can think of is playing air hockey.
Ooh.
So can we play like mental air hockey right now? I don't know how that works. Like maybe with a pencil and paper.
It's already coming your way.
Whoa! Oh, you scored on me. Wow.
Did you see that bank shot?
That bank shot. Oh.
That's how you win mental air hockey, is you
That's
take
right.
the shot before the other person even knows you're playing.
Yes.
You get it right in there.
I get them every
So good.
time.
I took that shot 2 weeks ago, bro. I was waiting for you to catch up.
Well, Tone, you just said pencil and paper, and I was thinking, oh, you mean air hockey like tabletop game, like D&D style air hockey.
Right.
Rolling dice.
Oh,
your
did I go with the
class
wrong
picked
air
out.
hockey?
What's your armor class? Oh, they scored on you.
That's
You're
my
not
favorite.
quick with the puck.
That's my favorite air hockey.
Dungeons and Air Hockey.
Dragons and air hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Dragons and Air Hockey is the name of our new board game.
Writing it down.
Yeah, you got to get that down on paper.
Yep.
One of these days, I'm going to take a picture of my notes and send them to you because I am actually writing this stuff down.
I love it. Yes.
There is a version of air hockey that I played a couple of weeks ago where it's regular air hockey, but over on the side of the table is this big, like, what's it like? It's like a big, like, vending machine full of these little bitty pucks that are about half the size of your puck.
Oh.
And periodically through the game, that will drop out some of those little pucks while you're playing with the regular size puck. But the genius thing is, it doesn't drop out like 3 or 4. It's like 30 at a time come flying out of this thing. The table is flood. It was like a Pac-Man themed one for some reason. So the idea was they were the little dots, I guess. I don't know. But all of a sudden,
That is awesome.
it's impossible not to get scored on because they're just flipping everywhere. And you can't even figure out where the real one is, and you can hit them, and it's just so crazy. And then just when you about get your feet back under you again, it dumps another 30 out. It was so crazy and completely ridiculous. And, obviously the best air hockey ever.
Yeah.
I did not know. And that's why I asked this today, why I asked this question, and why I brought this to the table is because I knew in my soul there was air hockey for me out there that would surpass the normal air hockey standards.
Mm-hmm.
And there it is.
The last air hockey I played was at Orbit Skate Center in Prague, Oklahoma. That machine is sad.
Oh, boy. The blower
still
didn't work.
works.
Yeah, the air didn't blow it up.
The air blew it up, and that's about all that worked on it.
I love the ones where like it's missing like a pixel on a screen. It's missing one little air pocket, and so it's got a bad spot where if it hits that, it slows down and acts weird. And
Exactly. Yeah.
gets all wonky. That makes it. I mean, it's not as challenging as 30 little pucks going crazy on
That
them.
sounds amazing.
That's so cool.
I found it's called Pac-Man Smash. What a great name for an air hockey table. Pac-Man Smash.
You know, Wopsle, you need to have in your garage Pac-Man Smash.
Well, I
like,
did-
can you imagine how your life would be?
I did find it for sale, and it is $12,000. So I think if we finish off selling these mugs,
Right.
then we will
Right.
be close.
Just got to sell
Know how
those
to
mugs.
cover
Okay.
it.
We got to start pushing them, guys. We
Yeah.
got to start pushing these mugs so we can get that air hockey.
We need to charge $30
Well,
a piece.
we really do. You know, one other way, if we provide good content, then we'll get good sponsors like we always do. We'll get good sponsors in order to provide the best content. Wopsle, what are you going to review for us today?
Well, now I want to review Pac-Man Smash, but we'll have to save
Right.
that for another day, I guess. Oh.
Yeah.
We'll have to save that one because, of course, we always start out with a listener-submitted review topic. And so today we've gone with a topic from the one, the only, we call him Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, or TJ for short.
TJ.
He said there's so many great suggestions. So today we're going to pick one out of his vat of greatness that he has and go with. Well, actually, I think the best way to intro his topic that he suggested would be a different audio format. So.
I'm so eager. Okay.
Okay.
This is awesome. I'm in.
So what do you guys think?
Oh, was that it?
Did he ask to review farts? Was that his suggestion?
Right. Or toots.
No.
Toots.
Okay, take two, just say.
Okay.
College fight songs was his suggestion.
Yeah.
And I think we've got a lot to bring to the table, and I know that it will help so many people if we can review college fight songs.
So many people. And you know, Wopsle was you were just, feeling a little weird coming back from camp today. You got back from camp.
Yeah.
And now, so not only are you going to be feeling weird because of that, now your lips are going to be buzzing the rest of the episode. You're going to be talking funny. I'm going to make so much fun of you.
Well, let's make it clear I look like an idiot because now I have a giant ring for playing my trombone for the first time in 5 years. But luckily, nobody can see that. So, what do you think about college fight songs?
I know 1.5. That's what I think about them.
Okay.
The half, I can't even recall it. If I heard it, I would probably know it. All right, let me tell you why. Because I worked at a lumber yard and we had some impulse items on the register and there were 2 can openers, one for OU and one for OSU, and they whenever you opened a can, they would play part of the fight song.
Right.
So I know part of the OSU fight song.
Okay, right. You know the amount that they could fit on that little 10 kilobyte chip in the can opener. However
Right.
many they
Yes.
fit on there.
Yes.
Yeah, they're weird. I mean, they're very weird because like the Boomer Sooner is such an upbeat, fun thing going on, and then the OSU, the Oklahoma State fight song, is more like slow ballad, kind of more stately. Yeah, like
I wasn't going to say stately. I was going to say it's more like an elephant walk. It's like
So it's less of a fight song and more of a stomp song.
Yeah, wait, how about that? Why is it always a fight song? What if we don't want to
Ooh.
fight? Can we just have like a college, get me pumped
getting
up
along.
Yeah.
Good sportsmanship song.
Good sportsmanship.
You suck.
The goal is that we all have fun.
So play the guys on the bench.
Ooh, I just had a really good idea. What if we made a fight song that is nothing but yo mama jokes? Like,
Whoa. Okay, right, I'm in. I love it.
That's wild.
and I got there. I'm not going to tell you how because it's too long and convoluted, but that's my mind processing things that I know
love
nothing
it.
about.
What I love is, college fight songs are all pretty well in like John Philip Sousa era of music, right? But then this one
Right.
is just like spoken words of yo mama jokes. Apparently, I can just see that playing over the loudspeaker in the stadium.
I think they have to be sung.
Okay, well that's probably better.
Your mama's so fat, she sits around the house.
I feel like in my opinion, if I was starting at college today, it's WAP U, and I had to pick my fight song. I don't think I'd go back to the old. I think I would so obviously do "Rock You Like a Hurricane"
Yeah.
and just play that the song, because nothing's going to get you pumped up more. It's I guess it's either that or "I Can Feel It Coming in the Air Tonight." It's got to be one of those two though, to be your college fight song.
Anything that would sound really good in a WWE introduction, I think would
Right.
work on
That's
every
a good
level.
tester. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I was thinking Eye of the Tiger. So yeah, anything that's
Yep.
I mean, can you imagine if your actual school fight song was Eye of the Tiger? Yeah, or Rock You Like a Hurricane? I mean,
So
Totally.
I would be so scared of that school.
talk about home field advantage. Yeah, well, I guess that would be hard. You wouldn't be able to. Can you go to the opposing stadium? Because if you bring your band and they're playing your fight song, they can do that. But can you go up to the press box and give them a flash drive and say, "Hey, every time we score a touchdown, will you play this? Will you play year three? I got year 3000 by Jonas Brothers on here. Will you play that every time we score a touchdown?"
You just need John Cusack with his boombox up in the audience.
Right.
Oh, right.
That's what you need.
You've got to.
Every time there's a touchdown, John
He presses
Cusack in that
play.
coat with those sleeves rolled up.
Yep.
He sticks his box in the air.
He travels with the band, but that's all he plays is the boombox.
Yes.
He just stands up. That's actually a great idea.
That's a really good idea.
I got one more fight song that is. Isn't it weird how Boomer Sooner is the only that is OU's fight song, right?
Right.
But then all of a sudden, about every college in the whole world plays. Wait. And then go big, and then whatever color your school
Blue,
happens
purple,
to be.
green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in band at UCO when we played that, and of course it was Go Big Blue because that's where their colors are.
Well, there's
And
there's
so-
nothing funnier than whenever you're used to hearing "Go Big Red" all your life, and then somebody says "Go Big Purple." You're like, what?
Get that guy out of here!
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Hey, go fight, win. Wait a minute. Go fight, win. Isn't that what they say? In general, whenever you're talking about fight
yeah.
songs
Yeah.
and your team, you say "Go fight, win."
Go fight, win.
Fight, I get, and win, I get. But are you giving kudos for going? Go fight, win.
Hey, son.
you-
Sorry, I didn't get to make it to the game. How'd you do? I mean, we didn't win. Oh yeah, yeah, we didn't fight either. But did you go? Yeah, no, we went. Well, hey, it's pretty good
We
then, son.
win.
Good job. You win.
Participation ribbon.
Something.
We showed up.
We did go pretty hard.
We didn't try very hard.
Okay, well, let's rate college fight songs, which they'll obviously help a lot of people. They've been wondering how to feel about them. So, you're up first. How do you rate college fight songs?
Well, I was going to start out rating it 1.5 stars because I only knew 1.5, but now I realize I know 3.5 fight songs, so I'm going to rate it 3.5. 3.5 stars.
3.5.
I was thinking you probably don't know as many fight songs because you didn't play as many NCAA football games as me and Tony did. That's how I know
True.
the vast majority of my fight songs is
That
from
is true.
video games.
And I was not in band, so I didn't go to competitions or whatever and hear those. I didn't go to neighboring ball fields.
Wait,
You know.
that's what's interesting too. You say you didn't go to competitions, but guess what? When you go to band competitions, you don't even consider playing your fight song.
Oh,
it's
that's
not on the menu.
true.
Right.
That's
So
true.
wait, the
You're
fight
doing
song is
something
only
cool.
for everyone else. But if you want yourself to get pumped up, you don't have a song for it. That's not fair.
Oh, so you should have a little song that pumps you up, pumps the band up.
Yeah.
That's where Eye of the Tiger comes in.
Yeah, everybody gets pumped up to Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah, it's universal. Okay, Otone, how do you rate college fight songs?
I rate college fight songs. Go Big Purple.
Have you, just real quick, have you ever heard someone say that?
Oh yes, I have, and I laughed so hard.
I need to because I've only heard red and blue. I got to know: are there really are 2-syllable colors out there that are using that?
There are, yes.
Go
Go
big
big
orange.
yellow, go big orange.
Orange. Orange has like 4 syllables, doesn't it? It
Right,
seems like it.
so many. Yeah.
I think if Peyton had a band, we would have to say that, right? Go big orange, because we
Yeah,
were black and
yeah.
orange.
You guys are black and orange. Go Big Orange.
That's funny because orange is also an object. So like
Uh-huh.
a big old orange.
Go Big Apple. That would be great if you had big oranges everywhere.
That was our mascot.
Like, yeah, oranges all over the field.
Oh, that would be if it was double meaning. If your mascot was a giant orange,
Yeah,
you're
that would be
"Go big
awesome."
Orange.
Isn't there a college that their mascot is the orange?
I don't know.
And I know there's the Orange Men, the Syracuse Orange
Yeah.
Men.
They say "go orange" all the time, don't they?
I
Like
believe
short
so.
for orange man. I think so too.
Oh, Otto the Orange is Syracuse Orange. Yeah, men's basketball.
Oh wait, he is an orange.
He
An
is
actual
an
orange.
orange, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
he looks pretty mean.
That's really funny.
Mean looking orange.
We should write them a letter and tell them that they stole one of our jokes,
But-
but we're proud of them for it because it was really good.
Oh, you mean
Well-
it's cease and desist?
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. I said that wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll sponsor us one day.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will say that I
By
was thinking
Syracuse?
about a way more realistic looking orange. I think that would be better if it was just an orange and not
Right,
didn't have a
with
face, no
no
hat.
face,
And
right.
the guy has arms and legs. No,
No,
you
no.
need a big old orange rolling across
Just
the field.
rolling, being rolled by a few palm squad
That's what we need.
across the field.
I gotta tell somebody at Payton
But-
about that so they can get working on that.
One addition to that, though, just like any mascot, there does still have to be somebody in the orange, because every good mascot
Right.
has someone in there. They just don't have arms or legs sticking out or a face to see out or anything.
And unknowingly,
Oh.
Wopsle reenacted this moment for us whenever he was 4 years old, and we were playing hide and seek, and he got in the dryer to hide, and I walked up and hit the button on it, and it tumbled a couple of times, and so did Wopsle. Yeah,
And that's when the orange mascot was born. I said, "Hey, we should do
Right.
this for the sake of sports."
Instead of, oh my God, get me out of here. Oh no, what's happening? Instead of that,
Yeah,
Mama. No, you were thinking about oranges.
I was thinking about oranges. Yeah, like this
And
was
then
just like
yeah.
being inside of a giant orange would feel.
yeah. I'm rolling around like I'm in a giant orange, and 2 palm girls are pushing me across the field. There it was born.
Okay.
There it was
Wow.
born. Well, how in the world am I going to rate this now? Oh, this is one of the craziest rating excursions we've been on in a while. I feel like.
I mean, what Sherry brought to the table. It's just,
I got y'all right off topic.
I mean, we've got to revisit Yo Mama jokes told in the form of song. We've got to revisit that.
Okay, well, I am going to have to rate college fight songs with this fight song. We try to take 2.
Oh,
Did you do that
Did I hear the slide come off?
I did take the slide all the way off on accident. Yeah.
That's some good Foley work right there.
So that
That
would
was.
be
Good job.
that would be my college fight song for my new college that I'm starting.
Whop you.
I love it.
Yeah, that's
Whop you. Whop you too, buddy.
Hey, that's fighting words, buddy.
That's
That's a fighting song you just told.
a fighting song. All right. Well, I think we may have set a record for maximum number of people helped on that review, guys.
Oh, we must have.
So I think it's obvious we did.
You know what people Google often is, how should I feel about this college's fight song?
Mhm.
People are
That's
always
right.
looking for that.
Every time I type anything, it tries to autocomplete. How do I feel about this college fight song? I'm like, I typed in
Totally.
mom. What does that have to do with anything? I typed mom, and you're trying to tell me about college fight songs. All right, let's move on, and we're gonna try. I mean, all we can do is try to be better, and so we're gonna move on to Shishi and see what she has to review for us. What do you have, She?
First, I want to say thank you to TJ for another great topic.
Oh, right.
Oh, very good point. Yes,
Thanks, TJ.
Tom Brady, Michael Jordan.
That's right. We didn't give you that name for nothing.
That's right.
Okay, so today I thought a lot about. I typed a bunch of emails, and so I was thinking, do people really know enough about typing? Shouldn't we really review typing so that we can help a lot of people with that? So. Don't you
So
think?
many people will be able to type after we're done with this.
We're basically Mavis Beacon right now.
Yes.
Good for you pulling
We
that
are
name out of
Mavis
your butt.
Beacon.
Great.
That was pretty good.
Wow. Well, so I just have one question for both of you. Where did you learn to type, and what did you learn to type on? Tone, you want to go first?
Mrs. Pritchett's 10th grade typing class is what I learned to type on. And where I learned to type was a old typewriter. I don't remember what it was called, but it was one of the ones that had the ball, the
Yeah, those are IBM
IBM
ones.
Selectric or something
Yes,
like that.
the Selectric, yeah.
Yeah. And so it had old school, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think everyone knows that we are pretty old school, generally.
Yeah, that's true.
So, Wopsel, how about you? How did it change by the time you got to high school?
Yeah, so when I was in high school, that last door on the left was the computer lab, and I did learn on a computer. But the funny part is
Fancy.
I couldn't write. Yeah, trust me. Yeah, in the late '90s, Preg had real fancy computers.
Right.
But the funny part is I could not learn how to type without looking at my fingers. So much so that the teacher came and taped a piece of paper to the top of the keyboard so it was over my hands. But I found out that if you took that spacebar thumb and hit the paper really hard, it would kind of float in the air before it came back down.
Oh.
So I got really good at
Wow.
this rhythm of every time I'd hit the spacebar, then I'd pop my thumb back up so that I could see my fingers. So I did not learn how to type in that class.
Gosh.
I learned how to
my
type
goodness.
because I started playing a game called Gemstone.
Mm.
And it's a text-based role-playing game. And so everything you do is based on, you have to type. You have to read and you have to type attack rat. And then you attack the rat. You have to respond to what it's doing. And so,
Oh, yeah.
so it wasn't until it benefited a video game that I was playing, I had to learn how to type really, really, really fast. And that's how I learned how to type. It's Gemstone 3.
You know what?
Wow.
I think a lot of people probably learned how to type that way and still do.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned on an IBM Selectric as well. An IBM, well, actually, we had several different kinds. Some of them were so old. They had to have been the first electric typewriters ever made.
Right. Oh man. Now I gotta ask you guys: was your typing class in school? Was it brutal slave lords ruling you?
Yeah, yeah, it was she had a ruler in her hand and she would crack your knuckles
Right.
if she and then put the thing over your hand so you couldn't see. Oh my gosh. Yeah. What is the deal? Why?
Why are typing teachers so rough?
Because we were fooling around and weren't paying attention. That's why.
Yeah.
I can just so imagine trying to be in charge of a class like that.
It's probably better now, but back in the day, any kind of computer class was the worst class to teach because it was like this new thing and they didn't probably know how to lock everything down. So people are like in Word documents, just like straight 8 = capital D, like nonstop, right?
Right.
Yes.
That would have been the worst place to be a teacher. Is back in the day computer classes.
Well, okay, so it occurred to me that, typing on a keyboard or, they call it keyboarding now because it's not a typewriter. But a lot of people never even touch a keyboard of that style. They're only on their phones.
Right.
And so I had a really hard time switching from fingers to thumbs. And I had to look at every letter, but my kids are just like, really fast. And I was like, how are you seeing where your thumb's going? I don't know. Well, that's how I feel about my fingers. They're not looking. They're expecting autocorrect to help them out, know,
Mm-hmm.
and it does most of the time. So we don't need to know typing anymore.
Yeah, we definitely lost cursive as something that was needed.
Mm-hmm.
We no longer need cursive because we no longer write with a utensil.
A lot of kids can't read analog clocks. Because
Right.
they have their digital phone there all the time.
You whippersnappers, get off of my lawn, right?
Back
That's
in
what
my day.
in my day.
I think you guys should take a typing test and just see how fast you are.
I actually did
They're
that
all
while
over
we were
the
doing
internet.
this. Yeah, I did that.
What?
I was in the middle of this. Yeah,
You did?
I did.
Are you done?
Well, so I don't know how we can extrapolate this. I got 30 seconds in before you guys asked me a question. I had to stop. So I only took 30 seconds of a 1-minute test, and I got 21 words per minute.
Oh,
Does
that
that
means you would have
mean-
gotten 42.
That means I would have got 42 probably.
Right, right.
And the
With
most
no
fascinating,
mistakes?
well, plenty. I'm lousy with mistakes. But the interesting thing is they gave me the most problematic key for me to type after I ended up taking that.
Oh.
And the T key was my most problematic key.
Really?
Oh,
I only
yeah.
hit it correctly 78% of the time. But then what was interesting too is it to me, not to the podcast or our listeners, almost certainly, but is that the next 3 ones were I, O, and N. And so maybe T is hard to hit because that's a pretty weird stretch. But also I'll bet every word that ended in TION, I did really quickly and did out of order, I kind of think. So,
Mm-hmm. Well, I sent a link. If you guys want to do one real quick, it's just a minute.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Wow, my typing speed was 61 with an accuracy of 95%.
There you go.
My adjusted speed was 58. Wow.
okay, mine just finished.
My adjusted speed was 67.
Well, listen. Gemstone for the win. My adjusted speed is 76.
Oh,
Whoa.
man.
So
There you go. See, and you were
Wow.
like even
Hey.
playing it down.
How many mistyped words did you have, Wopsle?
I have 86% accuracy. Where's the number of 12 mistyped words.
I had three mistyped words, so I was going back and
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. So that's what I did too. I went back and corrected, and it only gave me one mistyped word, and I know I had like 4 or 5. So if I had left those, I wonder if my adjusted speed would have been higher
I
because
think
it took
that's
longer.
the way to go. Yeah.
Yep.
But you can just cut out that explanation and let me have one if you won on the.
You did win.
You did
You
win.
won fair and square.
Fair and
I don't know
square.
if that would really help.
Yep. And we ain't about to do another minute.
Okay, well, let's rate it. Tony, please. Tony, what do you rate typing?
I can't believe Wopsle's trying to win something on this podcast. What are you doing, man? You're going to upset the apple cart.
It's the first thing that won, and I wanted to make sure that did not fly under the radar. So
Applause, applause.
Wopsle actually won something on this podcast. I'm going to rate typing, and my rating is, no, hold on. I want to think about what I really feel about typing. You know what? I love it. I love the act of it. I love it. It's so fun to do. I could just type all day, man. I'm going to give it 4.9 out of 5 stars. That's
Nice.
it. That's my rating.
ooh,
Yep.
it's a high rating.
Okay. Watson, what do you give it?
I do like typing, and man, listen, this is the geekiest thing, but I know that we all three feel this. That flow you get sometimes whenever you're just like going quick and you know what you're saying is go. That's a really, really great flow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But my rating is got to be Gemstone 4, which is the sequel to Gemstone 3, and I'm still playing it, and it's still teaching me how to type. Thank you, Gemstone 4.
You're still playing it. That's awesome.
Once in a while. Yeah, me and Tone have kind of dipped in here and there. They're about to come out with a pirate ship update. So any of you listeners that are thinking about playing Gemstone 4, hit me up. Let's sail the seas.
I am going to rate typing 98%, which is my accuracy rate, as well as how much I love typing.
98%. Okay.
Yes.
Both same.
That sounds good. Well, in order to pay for all these typewriters, we're going to have to go to the money place. What is it called? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's go to our 5-star review and make a lot of money. Here we go.
All right.
Let's go.
Go
Five-star
Big
review.
Purple.
We all did so different.
All right, welcome back, and welcome to our 5-star review. This week, we are going to be getting a lot of that money from one of our favorite groups, and we are one of their favorite groups. We are the official podcast of the Bee the group, the artist, the Bee and they are our sponsor this week.
Yes.
Yeah, what do you guys think about the Bee
Oh, what is there to say? They're awesome.
Chest hair, right?
Chest
Am I
hair,
right?
medallions.
Right.
What do I think? Well, I think that's the best.
I was hoping one of you would do that.
Chest hair and medallions, folks. They've got some good songs too. I'm thinking about reviewing the lyrics to the song "Staying Alive,"
Yeah.
and so we might be dealing with a lot more Bee Gees in the future.
I have to say that I can recall so many days at the bowling alley playing Bee Gees on the, what do they call those things with the records in there? The
Jukebox?
Oh God, yes. Oh Lord.
The jukebox.
Spending my quarters on the Bee Gees in the jukebox, man.
Now, were you playing "Staying Alive" or other songs?
I mean, look, they have so many. I don't remember.
Uh-huh.
Because Mom loved them. You know, she was really, I mean, who wasn't? I shouldn't attribute
let's
that
be
just
honest.
to her. Let's be honest.
Right.
Even a, 9-year-old girl was into them.
Right.
They looked weird to me.
Well,
But
there's a lot of disco that's good dancing music, but I love that Staying Alive is good walking music.
oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
Just
yes.
walking, just stepping.
Yep.
Man. Walking.
Strutting.
to-
Yeah,
It's strutting
makes
music.
you, strutting music. It makes you bounce
Yeah, it
just a little
does.
bit.
Mhm.
Just
And you got to look around. You got to make
You
sure
gotta
your
look
arms
around.
are swinging.
It's very Travolta. It's very Travolta, I gotta say.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what people are always saying. Bee Gees. It's very
Oh my
Travolta.
gosh.
That's
It's
the
very
tagline.
Travolta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're
That
ever
was
in the same room together, we need to get someone to video us doing that.
Walking.
Just a staying alive walk. Yeah, strut and walk.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. While someone sings,
If someone saw us strutting like that, they would say, "That's a ladies' man. No time to talk. He's got
no,
business to tend to."
I can't talk to him. He doesn't have time.
He's a ladies' man, though. I know that.
He's busy hooking up with the ladies. He's got no time.
If I think that as a
Got no
lady,
time.
Look, I would love to talk to you for a minute. He's looking at his watch. I'm just pressed for time right now. No, we'll do the deal. I promise. Right now I can't.
So as a lady, I have to say that if you walk like that, you're probably not really a ladies' man, but you might think you are. So you have plenty of time.
You might be attracting
You
the
have plenty
wrong
of
kind of
time.
people from what you're trying to attract.
Mhm.
Hey, we've only called our shot one more time, but I just real quick glance at the lyrics. Next week we have to review BG's "Staying Alive" lyrics because it's
let's
so
do
good.
it.
All right, and because
All
now
right.
we're their official podcast, so we're kind of obligated to include them every episode. So
That's right. We have to. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I think that's about all we've got for this week. We really appreciate the money and thanks, BG.
thanks, BGs.
Thank you.
That you gotta complain, write a letter. You'll feel
All right. Well, that was a good 5-star review. Maybe our best one yet.
Definitely.
Obviously,
All right. So this week I'm going to review, I hope everybody will come along with me, cryptocurrency, y'all. Cryptocurrency. It's a big deal right now.
It's so cryptic.
it's like it's creepy, it's cryptic. Yeah,
That was my first question. Why is this so creepy?
it's just like you're not sure where it is. You're not sure even if it exists at all. Like it's creepy, it's cryptic, it's
Mm.
Ooh,
you
I mean,
can't
look
quite
at it.
fully understand. The more you read about it, the less you understand.
The only way you
Hmm.
can see it is to look catch it out of the corner
Out
of
the
your
corner
eye.
of your
Yeah,
eye, like
exactly.
a cryptid. A cryptid.
Like a cryptid, yes.
Mhm.
Shout out to cryptids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can't
big
see
listeners.
cryptocurrency. Yeah, oh yeah, we are big in the cryptid community.
What's funny is
but yeah.
most people think, oh, Bigfoot listening on headphones. But I'm thinking like Chupacabra loves our show. I'm thinking the jackalope is like a huge fan.
Right.
They did get an extended shout out in one of our previous episodes. So
The chupacabra
Yeah.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's why I placed that in there, yeah. You know, this discussion so far that we've had about cryptocurrency, I can already tell you this is going to be the most helpful review we've ever done by far. Maybe
By
the
far.
dark web. The dark web was maybe equal. Guys, how about cryptocurrency? Wopsle, what do you think about cryptocurrency?
So I think a lot about cryptocurrency. I actually just checked on my cryptocurrency and it's a bad day for it. So, but here's the weird thing is, there's people right now mining for cryptocurrency. Their computers are just doing it.
They're digging up dirt.
Like, what is them? Do you know there's a finite amount of Bitcoin? Like someday we will have all the Bitcoin.
Right.
What does that even mean? It doesn't exist in the first place. It's so weird.
I'm just sitting here because people have explained it to me and I get it while they're explaining it and then I can't remember anything about it later. I think that's why they call it cryptocurrency because
like
it's like that's
encrypted.
why it's a mystery. You can only see it in certain situations and then it's
Yes.
just gone from your memory.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's true. Shishi, is that what you think about cryptocurrency? Or did you have something else,
Well, I
Pressing.
was just thinking about Bitcoin in particular, and there was an incident. They had the pipeline, and the hackers had ransomware on the pipeline, and they had to pay the
Yes.
ransom. Well, they paid it in Bitcoin, and today I saw a story where the government got a lot of it back, and
they traced the Bitcoin.
right. And so, my point about this whole story is that 67 Bitcoin was worth like $3 million.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
What?
That's like $50,000 of Bitcoin.
Why?
And I remember talking to one of our cousins, and he told me back in the day, he was like, I'm buying stuff with Bitcoin, and I said, well, how much is Bitcoin worth? He's like, oh, $30. So he was dealing and buying things in cryptocurrency when it was like $30, and now it's worth 50,000. He could have made a lot of money, but I don't think he did.
So I'm thinking that cryptocurrency is basically like we're doing online banking. Like we never see our cash, unless you actually go and get some, but you just never see your cash. Auto deposit into your bank account, stuff like
Right.
that. Is this the same kind of thing?
Yeah, pretty much. Except for you got to remember that what are the people doing to create the cryptocurrency? They're mining it. So don't forget there's a miner's aspect to this where people have their helmet on with the light on it and they're digging.
Yeah, I was like, how far down do they have to go to hit cryptocurrency vein?
Right. I
I
don't know, or I
think-
would be one.
I think the Y coordinate has to be 12 or below.
12 or
Yes,
below, that's
definitely,
true. Yeah.
definitely. Nerd alert.
Nerd alert,
That's
Minecraft.
so bad. That's so bad.
Yeah, so I think that what we should do is explain, if you guys don't mind, explain, because Sherry doesn't know as much, but you still know more than a lot of people.
Well,
and
maybe.
so I think that we should all explain how cryptocurrency works. And the first thing is, don't forget that they mine it and they have a miner's hat on, a helmet with a light. And so what's the next part of it?
Well, when they bring it up in that big bucket every time, so you've got a bucket of cryptocurrency.
Yes,
Um,
yes. Is there any like falling out? Is there like stuff?
Right.
Is there some around on the ground and
You
whatnot?
got to be careful. And I think that the stuff that falls out of the bucket is what makes the cryptocurrency go up and down in value.
Right.
It's how
that
much of it
makes
have they
sense.
lost. Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
but I then they have to refine it, right? You can't just have like pure uncut Bitcoin. You have to refine it.
Right.
But I
Smelt
don't
it into
exactly
bars.
remember. Don't exactly remember what that process is. Do you remember how do they refine the cryptocurrency?
You have to build your smelter, and then you have to have some coal, of course, to get your
Right.
fire going. And
Mhm.
then you throw your Bitcoin ore in the smelter, and in a few hours, it's a bar.
Wow. See, I didn't know all that.
And then you just collect the bars.
Yeah. Okay.
How many times
That's
are
really
those
good.
miners once they come up and they're clicking on the furnace and it says one coal is required, and they're like, I know, I just
Uh-huh.
didn't bother to get the coal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They should have their coal in the chest next to the smelter.
Yeah.
But sometimes they forget.
Sometimes
And then they
forget.
just have to go all the way back down in the hole to get some more coal.
Guys, I don't know if you realize this, but let me tell you something right now. This right here, this is going viral, folks. This is going to be huge because we just explained crypto in a way no one else can. Everybody's always trying to explain crypto. Oh, you do this, you do that. Here's how it works. And we just did it in like 5 minutes.
And then after it's smelted, though, here's the difference between having like gold bars and having cryptocurrency bars is that you just tell someone else that you have it and say, give me some money, and then you'll have it. And then so they do that. And then they're like, okay, now they're going to tell their store over here, their storefront, I have this much cryptocurrency. And they're like, oh, okay. That's
So I'm
how
just
it
gonna
works.
Take this Snickers.
It's just word of mouth.
Trust me.
Yeah, now you have the amount of cryptocurrency that I paid for this. That's yours now. And then it just keeps going like that.
It's
Yeah.
word of mouth.
It's
Yes.
word of mouth.
Basically, cryptocurrency is word of mouth.
Okay, wait a minute. See, real quick.
It's like social currency.
Do we need a recap?
Hey, Jim Kramer texted me and asked me to come on the show. I'm just going to tell him he just wants Sherry. After that,
Right.
Here's
Yeah.
Jim Kramer.
Mad Money guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all
money
right.
guy.
Yeah. Send him my way.
Yeah, Jim, you don't need the rest of it. She's the one you want. Okay. there you go.
Yep. All you
Sorry,
need
Jim.
is
I
her.
didn't know who you were.
All right, guys. Well, cryptocurrency. I think we did it.
Mhm.
Let's rate this puppy then. Wopsle, what do you rate cryptocurrency?
You know, we're always inventing things on this podcast, so we're not announcing it today. But when we do announce our own cryptocurrency, I want to go ahead and rate it the name of that cryptocurrency that we will inevitably produce, and that, of course, is called it's called Dollaroos.
Dollaroos.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Yes, I love it.
I call it $1 ruse.
Yeah, dollaroos. So that's the new crypto. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
the
okay.
kick the cool crypto.
Yeah.
Dollaroos.
That's what you rate it. Is you
Crypt-
rating it dollaroos?
Crypt the cool.
Crypt the cool.
$1 ruse. That's what I rate cryptocurrencies.
All right. That's a good rating.
Oh my
Shishi, what do you
gosh.
rate
proud of
cryptocurrency?
I'm going to rate cryptocurrency the amount of a Snickers bar, which I now give to you, Tony.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome. It's yours now. You go spend
That's
it.
how we just cryptoed on the
Yes.
air.
Yeah. And I'm feeling
Wow.
generous, Wopsle. I'm going to give you the same amount. Sure. Why not?
I was going to say he
Yeah.
better not get more than me.
Yeah. No, I got to keep it equal.
Which is one of the weird things about cryptocurrency. Everything has to be equal. Everyone who gets it, it has to be equal. They're like, no, you can't have like that much. It's got to be equal.
That's why it's better than just regular old capitalism, is because it's really going to level
Mm-hmm.
the playing field because everything has to be equal.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Viral, guys. I'm telling you, this is going viral.
It's not a capitalism. It's not socialism. It's a different kind of ism altogether.
Cryptoism.
Cryptoism.
Cryptism. For my rating, I have to go and reach out to that stellar band of individuals who call themselves cryptids, who are our biggest fan base, and I have to rate cryptocurrency one chupacabra. One chupacabra.
One.
That's how I rate cryptocurrency. One chupacabra.
Oh my god.
All right, guys. Well, that was really fun. This has been a fun episode, and I guess we're out of here.
Yeah, hey, we would love to have some listener suggestions. You can be famous just like Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, or TJ as we call him. And send us your reviews at kick.cool. You could be on next week's episode.
We also would like to thank the band Bugs for letting us use the song Reviews as our theme song. Please go like their Facebook page and tell them in your heart that you love the band Bugs. In your heart.
Aw.
Yeah.
You can support Kick the Cool by sharing our episodes or even our snippets on social media or with friends.
Good idea.
And also, we have mugs for sale. I don't know if you knew that, but you can head on over to kick.cool and punch the little coffee cup button down on the right-hand corner and buy us a coffee, man. We're thirsty.
Yeah. Buy us a coffee.
We're parched.
We are parched. All right. Well, I guess that's going to do it for this week. I'm Tone.
I'm Wop.
I'm She.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bitcoin
Bye,
for
guys.
you.
See you
Bitcoin
later.
for you. Bitcoin for you.
You'll feel better.
Sure. Are you torrenting?
Can you
Right now?
torrent
Well,
Bitcoin?
no, I'm looking at a
Are you
list.
just torrenting
I'm
Bitcoin?
torrenting Bitcoin. Maybe that's how it spreads.